The wait for Amrapali home buyers to get their dream home seems to only get longer. The Supreme Court appointed receiver has decided that the buyers will have to now pay 200 rupees per square foot more for their flats. The incomplete construction of all housing projects of bankrupt Amrapali is facing a cash crunch. Therefore, the Supreme Court appointed receiver has decided to raise the funds from the home buyers to meet the shortfall. And to discuss this issue further, I'm joined by ML Lahoti, who is the advocate who is appearing for the home buyers. Sir, now that the home buyers have opposed the receiver's decision, I'd like to know from you, what is the home buyers' appeal and contention, and what was the rationale offered by the receiver in the first place to transfer the burden of additional funds on the home buyers?
I propose what you had stated. I may like to say, I had very strongly opposed this request of the receiver committee that 200 rupees per square feet must be additionally imposed on the home buyer to create a sinking fund of rupees 500 crore. We had told the court in no uncertain term that originally when the Supreme Court had delivered the judgment, Supreme Court had recorded in July 2019 that 11,000 crore is the money of the home buyer which was siphoned off by its promoter, Amrapali promoter and directors. And according to NBCC, they require out of 11,000, only 8,000 crore to complete entire 46,000 units. Now, so from the day one, there have been a surplus if those siphoned off money was duly recovered in time. So we had pressed on the Supreme Court that pass a direction on the contrary, that why this money, the siphon of money has not been recovered. So we had requested the Supreme Court that look, from promoters and directors, 913 crore was to be recovered, and the committee had recovered only 13 crore, one. Number two, from the unsold inventory, which is 5,200 odd units of various Amrapali projects, they are not able to sell many of the units. And number three and final, the diverted or the funds which have been transferred or alienated, the properties need to be or the assets need to be sold. Now, if all these things have to be duly taken steps, then the money would have been rather surplus and there was no question of the shortage. Finally, we have told the Supreme Court that this is the only project where SBI kept and the consortium of bank had also lent their hand by agreeing that they will deposit 2,150 crore. So very question of 200 rupees per square additional burden on the home buyer who are suffering and getting frustrated.
Right. Fair enough, sir. But the legal battle for Amrapali homes has already been a long drawn one. Don't you think that, further petitions and objections would only make the wait for homes even longer?
I don't think if the Supreme Court had passed today the direction about the recovery of the money from the directors and other sources, and the Supreme Court is thinking how to sell this unsold unit and additional FAR, and Supreme Court had directed the matter to be listed on 25th. I don't think there will be any shortage or any further delay. Rather, it will expedite if these steps are taken by the receivers and other concerned authorities. Because the money is surplus in any case in entire Amrapali project when it is completed.
All right, Mr. Lahoti, thank you so much for joining us this evening and sharing with us all those inputs.